It's Nancy Stottle from the Business Mission. I hope you are all doing fantastic and welcome to Talk Tuesday about business. I'm really delighted to be here today. What is Talk Tuesday? Talk Tuesday is a platform where we discuss lots of different business advice and tips. I'm very passionate about business and I'd like to see all business owners succeed. And the key to really successful business is learning, and knowledge. And if somebody else has done a business before, successful businesses, or helped start businesses, then definitely go and listen, pick up some advice from them, see how you can better your business. What is Talk Tuesday? As I said, it's all about business advice and tips. I run a firm called The Business Mission. You can go to www.thebusinessmission.com to learn more about our services. But some of the services that I offer is helping people start businesses. I'm sure you can see in the economy right now, we've got a lot of businesses collapsing. And the sort of scapegoat is, oh, it was COVID. No, it wasn't COVID. You just weren't structured. I'm going to say it as blunt as it. If you had a business plan, if you had some structure in place, you would sail through this COVID, okay? If there's a storm appearing, you've got to be prepared. If you fail to plan to fail. That's how it works. Okay, so if you go to my website, you'll see all the services we do. We do business plans. We do all the different sort of strategies, marketing strategies, branding strategies, social media strategies. I do a social media influencer strategy, which is an excellent strategy as well. Why are you choosing the influencer you're choosing to help you promote your business? That's a question, okay? That's a whole nother topic we'll go to. Trademark, trade applications. I'm just veering off on my last leg of my master's degree in international business law. So my specialty in one of my terms of my modules was intellectual property. So trademark, copyright, patents, industrial designs. What do they all mean? I've done a podcast about that before. I will do another one again. I don't mind, where you can tap in. So today's topics, I'm very excited to speak about is when should you register your business? I do see a lot of people on Facebook or on social media and they're going, well, I registered my business today, but is it really the time? Is it the right time you registered your business? Well, we'll discuss that. And what is a trademark and why do you need to trademark your business? Again, a lot of people don't know what a trademark is, and it's such a valuable asset for the business. So you must understand what a trademark is. And what is the difference between registering a business versus registering a trademark? Again, I think a lot of people aren't educated that a trademark and registering a business are two totally different things. Okay, so we'll discuss that. So let's get cracking. It's 12 o'clock. I'm going to start with the first question, which is when should you register a business? Okay, if your business has not made any money, it is a business idea. Okay, it's not a business. It is merely a business idea. That's all it is. Okay, if it hasn't made a money, please do not register the business because it's only an idea. It hasn't made any sales. You haven't made any sales at all, so it's just an idea. Now, if the business has started to trade and there has been money transactions of up to 12,000 a year, then please set it up as a sole trader, not a limited company, as a sole trader. If you're going to be a sole trader, then you do need some tight contracts in place for your business to ensure that you will be covered in the sort of liability of the business, okay? But you don't need to pay for limited company. Limited company is very expensive, especially if you've started and you really want to be very good with your money. Hi, Becky. Thanks for tuning in. I haven't seen you in a while. You've done the disappearing act. Anyway, it's lovely to have you on board today. So as I was mentioning, is if your business has started to trade and there's been some money transactions, in the UK it's up to 12,000 a year, then please set it up as a sole trader, okay? Or sole proprietor, as they would say in the US, in Canada, sole proprietor as well. But there's no point in setting up a limited company because it costs you a lot of money. I think with a sole proprietor, I know in the US it's about $70 a year, which is much less than having to pay out for the accountant and all that, okay? But once you've profited, in business, not revenue, but profit, then set up a limited company. Okay, set that limited company up. Get yourself a really good accountant. I've got a fantastic accountant in the UK. If you need one, come speak to me. I've got a fantastic accountant, so come see me. Registering a business, as I mentioned, costs money to maintain. Okay, so if your business has not made money, then you're going to start to accumulate the debt from doing the accounts business even before you've started. Okay, you must keep your costs low as possible when you start a business, and an accountant costs money. Okay, number one thing is you must be honest with yourself as to where your business is really at every stage. Don't think your business is bigger than it is. Okay, my Jack Russell, she thinks she's a Rottweiler. Okay, she's this really small dog, but she thinks she's a Rottweiler. Okay, but I have to bring her back to earth sometimes and say, no, you're a little dog, all right, with a big yap yap. But the point is that you must be honest with yourself and very genuine and authentic and say, okay, what is my business really like right now? Okay. And don't be bigger than it is. All right. So that's hopefully that gives you a little bit direction on when you should register a business. If you have any questions about that, please do come see me and I'm happy to give you some further information on that. It's Nancy Steidel from Talk Tuesday about business. I run a firm called The Business Mission. I'm here every Tuesday, 12 noon UK time. I get really excited about it because I really want to see people thrive in their business and I want to see them have structure. And, we've witnessed, as I said, in Corona at the moment, a lot of businesses collapse, and it was no need for them to collapse because had they had structure, they would have sailed through this storm. Okay, so we're on to our next question, which is, what is a trademark? And why does a business need a trademark? Okay, so what do you think a trademark is? If you do, comment below and I will happily reply after the podcast about that. So a trademark is key in order to protect your business's name from others using the name in a way which may lead one's business. Okay, and it also offers uniqueness and protection to the business's brand. I've put together 7 reasons why a trademark is very important for startups. Okay, for anybody that starts a business. If you've started a business and you haven't trademarked, you can still do it. But ideally, when you start the business, you must trademark it even before you get it out to the public. Okay, once the application is in, you can put an R with a circle around it and put it there. It means it's registered, so people know that you're on that journey. But I would highly advise that you do not publish a name until you've put that application in for a trademark. Okay, now, number 1, they create recognition of the business. Okay, trademarking grants startups the security of their brand. Okay? By trademarking a company name, one makes its services and products very distinctive in the terms of their competitors, becoming their intellectual property. Okay, this in turn prevents rivals from copying or stealing a brand. Okay, very important. Okay, that really covers that sort of security. Okay, and you get recognition for it. Number 2, it's an incentive for employees to join. Okay, it's important for a startup to preserve a very positive reputation when they have a trademark. If a business maintains good repute, people are inclined to work for them. Okay, this even applies more when an expansion is concerned. But as a startup, more employees are a must if the company wants to grow. This brings about the need for budget, making the trademark a crucial asset before being granted a business loan. Okay, if you want some employees to work with you, there's that safeguard to say, look, this name isn't going to change. We are definitely on that path and we're going to secure the trademark so we will have a name that is creditable and recognizable and won't change. I mean, can you imagine You decide, oh, I'm going to set up a business. I'm going to name it, I don't know, the Flower Boutique. And then all of a sudden, you got these great employees coming out. You're not trademarked. And then the next thing is 3 years later, somebody else who's trademarked it says, no way, mate, I'm trademarked. You're going to have to rip everything down. So you will. By law, you will. You have to rip down your entire name, redo it, remarket, and you might lose your audience because they'll be like, where have you gone? Okay. So, number 3, it averts legal issues in the future. Okay. Not registering a trademark leaves a business really open for lawsuits from companies who did register one under the same name, under the sign, under the slogan or design. Okay, if that occurs, a business will be forced to deal with altering all that it came up, such as the campaign, the website, and to a large extent, the entire brand identity. By registering a trademark, a startup would protect itself from another company using their name as well as the products and services. So I'll give you an example. There was a company in the UK called Purple Panther Events. Okay, and I know the guy very well. And all of a sudden, he's had that business probably for 10, 15 years. All of a sudden, he got a letter from Walt Disney in America, and he's in the UK. He's got the small little company. I think he's got probably, 5 or 6 employees. His company was called Pink Panther Events. Then Walt Disney wrote to him and said, no, dear, you will have to rip down your name because we own Pink Panther movies and you will be a mistake if anything goes wrong with your business. So sure enough, he had to rip down everything after, I think it was 10, 15 years. He had to rip down everything. He had to change it. He changed it to Purple Panther Events, but people lost where he was. So overall, he shut the thing down and started an entire new business. Okay? You don't want that to happen. This is why I'm very passionate about intellectual property, because you've got to safeguard the business before you start. Make sure that you own the name, okay? And you register it and you trademark it, okay? A trademark is for life, okay? A trademark is permanent, okay? There is the need for renewal, and I think in the UK it's every 10 years. I have trademarked in China. Okay, China is 10 years. I've trademarked in India. India, I think, is 15 years. I've trademarked in Canada. That's 10. In the UK, it's 10. The EU is 10 as well. So majority is 10. I must advise you, as we've separated, if you're in the UK right now, please trademark in the UK first and then go EU. We had the application before, which was the whole EU, which was part of the UK. So if you trademarked in the UK, if you trademarked in the UK, you would have got the EU. Okay, so you would have got all the 26 countries, including the UK. But now we've separated. So there's got to be the application for the UK, and then there's got to be the application for EU if you're going to go to EU. Okay. And please, if you've never done a trademark before, go see somebody, okay? It's very different. If you want to trademark in the EU, for example, Holland, if somebody has registered a business in Holland, it's a totally different law there. So you must understand the laws of all the different countries. When I trademarked in India, okay, it took 3 years. I mean, they're very slow there. Third world nation sort of thing. It's like I'll do it when I feel like it. But I trademarked it. It was opposed because I didn't have an Indian address. So I had to get a legal representation in India to help me push it through. And that took another 6 months. So be prepared for these. In China, it's communist. And I was very surprised, but I did get the trademark in China because, I think it was a good name, and there was I know Facebook had a real hard time getting trademarked in China. So if you don't know what you're doing with trademark, go see somebody. I'm a specialist in trademark. I do lots of trademark, and they 99.9% I pull it through. Okay. So a trademark is permanent with a need of referral, considering that companies like Pampers or Jacuzzi or Coca-Cola, they have been powerhouses in their respective domains for years and will continue to thrive for decades to come. Okay, this brings about the importance of conducting through trademark researches to ensure that the governing body doesn't deny the startup application. Therefore, it's wise to use the services of someone like me. We do trademark applications. I'll give you an example. I had a client and she had a company called Mini Me Yoga. She's wonderful. Google her. She does yoga. I think she's in 22 different locations around the world, but she does yoga for children. And when we submitted the application to come to the different trademarks, because you wanted to go EU and UK, we got an objection from a company called Mini Me Car Washes. Now, this is where a person, we did all the searches. I did all the searches for her, but sometimes you don't find everything. Anyway, I wrote a letter to the company and I said, listen, my client, she doesn't wash children. She teaches them yoga. You guys wash cars. In the end, I managed to get the application through because I was adamant that this is actually going to better your reputation. But in some cases, it's not that easy. I know myself with my newspaper. I had the Jupiter newspaper. I took it to application. I was very adamant. I looked through all the lists and nobody had a newspaper called the Jupiter. There were record players, there was a financial institution, something like that. Anyway, Jupiter Investments wrote to me and opposed me because they said, you've got a finance section in your newspaper and we're a financial institution. And I thought, that's crazy. But yeah, so I had to go back to Trademark and call it the Jupiter with the AL. And I got that application through. But the Jupiter was a very big organization turning over 25 million, and there was no way I could fight them because at the end of the day, if you are opposed, you've got to pay their fees and your fees. So come up with an original name. This is what I say to all my clients. Come up with something really different because something really different is going to make a mark, okay? And you won't have the opposition issue, okay? And finally, this has got to be the most important. It is an asset. Okay, this is an asset. It can act as a catalyst for increasing the value of your startup or your business as it matures, okay, and as it expands. Thus, it's really important to use a trademark for marketing strategies to aid the recognition and draw in more clients or customers, okay? Once a startup has a positive reputation for its products and services, consumers will associate that trademark with how the business is running. Okay, trademarks are very, very significant and beneficial for businesses when it wants to diverse its products or services or branch into franchising or attain more value by putting itself up for sale. Okay, I can't express this enough, which most business owners don't get. Every single thing you add to this business becomes an asset. A business plan, marketing plan, marketing strategy, a trademark, a branding strategy, a social media, those are all assets. If you've done a business plan and you've missed out the exit strategy, you're going to be in for a rocky road of understanding the value and worth of your business. Okay, think about it. The best way I can explain it in layman's terms is I'll give you the example of Kate Middleton, okay? So the soon-to-be queen, hopefully, of the UK, but her parents invested into giving her good clothes and shoes. That's one asset. Then they put her in a good school. That's asset number 2. Then they gave her proper lessons and etiquette. That's asset number 3. And she exited with Prince William because of all the value she had, and he knew that she could be a good queen. And that's the same with business. Every day you must put value in this business. If you haven't got an exit strategy in your business, formulate it today, right now. Okay, the exit should be, I'm going to sell this business for 25 million. And yes, whatever you're doing, you can sell your business for 25 million in 10 years. Then work backwards. So today I'm going to trademark. Today I'm going to employ or work with somebody like me to help you do a marketing strategy or marketing plan. Today I'm going to do a business plan. Those are all assets. I know as a private investor, when I invest into someone's business, the first thing I say is, do you have a business plan? Because I know that's an asset. Then I say, have you been trademarked? Bing, asset number two. The value of your business is going up, and I'm getting excited because I know that whatever I'm putting into this, there's already value, there's already assets in it. Look, if you buy a car that is just a plain car with no radio, with no, I don't know, no nice seating, or you buy a car that's got a surround sound, a DVD player, I don't know, all that. That's an extra assets there. So the value of the car is more. Okay, I hope that really makes sense to you there. Okay, so those are the tips of, why you need a trademark in your business. So welcome to those who've just signed. It's Nancy from Talk Tuesday About Business. I'm here every Tuesday, 12 noon UK time, to talk about business and tips. I run a firm called The Business Mission. You can go to www.thebusinessmission.com to find out more about the services that we offer. So let's go to the final question. What is the difference between registering your business versus registering a business? Okay, what is the difference? So trademarking and registering business are totally different things. Don't think because you've registered business, it's now trademark. No. It is only registered. And now you have to do a trademark application. Be sure to work with a trademark advisor. Okay, many of our clients who have tried to set up or do their own trademark application only to mess up the application in the end because they didn't know what they do. And in the end, it becomes way more costly. Okay, please never cut corners on trademarking, and think about when you are going to register this business because it costs money to register a business. So as I mentioned in tip number one, in the question number one, if you've only got a business idea, it's not a business. Sorry, it's not a business. It's just an idea. Once the wheels are turning, you've made a couple sales, boom, sole proprietor, sole trader, get some very tight contracts. You can speak to me about that to safeguard your business. I know if you sell e-commerce, you've got that all from Shopify, so you don't have to worry about that. But if you are a consultant or you got some products that are not on Shopify, you need really tight contracts, okay? C, as I mentioned, is once you make sales and you're profiting, boom, limited. Yeah, the business is growing. A business is like a child. It evolves every year, okay? So that's what you really need to look at, okay? So I hope that's given you some direction with those questions about registering and trademarking. And, make sure that you do speak to somebody. If you're not business savvy, I find a lot of people, they're very good field experts. All my clients are fantastic field experts at what they love to do, and that is good. One of them, she's a aromatherapist. She's amazing, and you must go see her. Her name's Clarissa Alon. If you want something for aromatherapy, she's got a yoga studio. She is so good at that, okay? And I've got online teachers, I've got online sort of cooking people, restaurants. I've got somebody who's setting up a sourcing company, and they're really, really good at that. I have no clue about yoga. I don't know. I'll go to a class or something, but how to structure business is my passion and my expertise and my specialty. And actually, it's my dissertation, which I'm writing in my law degree, because I want to see these businesses structured better in the UK, all over the world. We're going through this climate right now, and it's not because of the COVID. It's because you didn't structure your business. It's your fault. Take a step back. Do a business plan. Be innovative. Okay, if you own a restaurant and your restaurant's closed, be innovative. It's time to get out of this sort of lazy. Make something, do something, come up with creative ideas. If your child was ill, you would figure out every single way to get that child better, and that's what you got to do with your business. Okay. Thank you very much for those who've tuned on today. It's delightful to see you all. Hello, Hammond. How are you? Thank you, Becky. And I hope to see you all next Tuesday, 12 noon UK time, for business tips and advice. And hopefully they will be helpful to you. And if you know anybody setting up a business, please, sharing is caring. Take care. Until next week. Talk Tuesday about business, 12 noon UK time. Goodbye.